Hey, 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 it's time for Spark. The crazy old fart is here. We're getting rocking and rolling this morning. It is Friday morning. EGIF, let me turn off my alarms here. We'll turn all of these off, get rid of the alarms. I'll hit that record button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad you're here. We want to make sure that we've got everybody coming in. We've got YouTube here. We may have to go out there and get Otter started, it looks like. Not sure what's going on with him. There's Miss Jenny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to get Otter started up here. Well, why didn't that Zoom stop? So let's open the apps and we will turn the timer off. There we go. And then we will get into Otter right here and make sure that he is up and running this morning. So, how's everybody doing on this fine and fantastic morning? It is live. We are here. So, it is great to be with you this morning. We're going to go into, looks like Spark is there. I just want to make sure we're recording. If not, we'll do a new one. I changed some settings yesterday on Spark, so might have that going on. Make sure I got my audio on. We are here and there. There's Otter, so we are live, rocking and rolling. We'll go back up here to Gamma and get our presentation up this morning because today we're going to be talking about all about consistency in our training. So let me share with you just real briefly this morning as we're getting started here and we get going. And I share my screen with everybody. Today, it's all about consistency. You can have the best whatever and not be consistent, and you won't be successful in business. That's just a simple way to put it. You've got to have all of that going on. We're here, so make sure that we've got that going. Um, so I can see my Hey, Meta Steph, thanks for joining it with us here. We're glad you have. Make sure when you come in, just like Elite did there, put in where you're joining us from. Let us know if you have any questions throughout today. We're going to be talking about Spark, Strategic Power Hour, Achieving Results and Knowledge. This is not designed as just a training. It's a sneaky way to make you consistent. That's what it's all about. Excuse me this morning, guys. If I happen to belch on you or make a strange sound, I had a lung injury about 27 years ago, and sometimes air gets in my lungs and gets stuck and it comes out and it sounds like a belch. It's not, it is, but it's not. So forgive me if that happens. Um, Basically, Spark is designed to help make you consistent. Whether you watch it live or you watch it every day in replay. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about being consistent. It's about making sure that you have the discipline to do what you need to do to be successful. So let me welcome everyone today. Again, our primary audience is boomers, Gen Xers, older millennials, but everyone is welcome here. This is not a closed, you don't have to be an old fart like me, okay? Crazy old fart, there's other reasons I get called that on a regular basis, but you don't have to necessarily be any age to learn discipline. Okay, it's all about breaking free from being stuck. You can be stuck in life. You know, how many of us worked a life for 10, 20, 30 years and you went to work one day and they said you need to go see HR and start your out processing. because your position's been eliminated. You know, you've been eliminated. How's that sound? You've been eliminated. That's almost robotic in that, okay, go pull the hard drive out. It's over. Well, is that how life is feeling for you right now? You know, what's going on? Hey, DG, thanks for joining us. Let us know, you know, where you're joining us from. Share the love, share this video out with the world. Let others know that we're here. The big thing that I tell people over and over and over, okay, our job is not to change your life. Our job is to help guide you through digital marketing, social media marketing, travel opportunities, and ultimately to social media success as you define that success. That's where a lot of people misunderstand. So it's not what we think about as success, but it's what you think about as success. So we're glad you're here, Finn. Thanks for joining. Make sure you share it out. Make sure you let us know where you're chatting from. So who are we? Well, our community, Adventure and Success Awaits community, was founded by my bride, myself, Butch and Amanda. S.P.A.R.K was actually founded by the person who's responsible for us being in the travel business. She's on here now, Jenny, Elite Six. So S.P.A.R.K was founded by her and I, and Amanda would join from work and watch. So the three of us started this almost 4 years ago, this coming July. So it's something that allowed us to help other people who felt stuck, and both financially, emotionally, or they were stuck in an unfulfilling career. So all this was designed for was to give people hope. That's what S.P.A.R.K is all about, is to give hope, to give continuity, to give fellowship, and maybe we learned something. So this daily power hour, the first 15 minutes of every hour, we're live Monday through Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So people from all over the world can join us. So every day we come together, the first 15 minutes, we'll talk about S.P.A.R.K, we'll talk about the community, we'll share the community with you. And then what we'll talk about is how you can improve what you're doing on social media. And that's the next 15 minutes. So from 10:15 to 10:30, S.P.A.R.K is all about gaining knowledge, helping you achieve results. Some weeks, some days, it may be all about how to create something. Other days, it may be all about tracking. Other days, it might be record keeping. So it'll change throughout the year. The content calendar is already set up throughout the year. We already know what we're going to be talking about that. And in our community, Adventure and Success Awaits, I'm going to be sharing that as we move through those that calendar, those weeks. So everything has a monthly theme, and then a weekly theme, and then a daily message. So, and then the third option, one of the things that when I started with the travel industry, I saw a lot of people struggling. Their upline basically abandoned them, or no longer was in the business. They didn't know how to use social media. They didn't know how to go find it. They didn't know how to use a computer very effectively. So that was the purpose of, hey, Monica, thanks for joining us. Chief, thanks for joining. That was the motivation for me behind doing this, is because there was people who were struggling. We were struggling. This month going to be a very good month. We have 4 or 5 very large vacations traveling this month. Next month, we get paid the commission on those. It's going to be a very good month. So once we created a solution-focused community, it's our job to help others. It's not our job to do it for you. So that's where we get a lot of people misunderstanding exactly what this is all about. Our job's not to do it for you, it's to help you learn. That's all it is. So as we move through this morning, realize this is what we offer. Right off the bat, I'm going to use my bride's Amanda has neat. We offer Legacy 2.0. Legacy 2.0 is a digital marketing e-learning education that has resale rights. So it's 95% done for you and will help you do the last 5%. So I'm going to grab my board here for just a minute and I'm going to put it up here and I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see it all at once here. Because basically what we have is this is our website for our business. That's the website to get started in the community. And then we have 4 levels. The Legacy Builder is $900. That allows you to sell 4 different levels of courses. Third is the Digital Mastery, $600. That lets you resell 3 digital courses. That Massive Daily Pay is $300. That'll allow you to sell 2 courses. And then the Launchpad to get your business started is $100. This is what you can start here and make one sale. You resell Launchpad for $100. You've got your money back. Do that 3 more times, you can move up, or 2 more times, you can move up, and now Passive Daily Pay is paid for. You do 1 sell at Passive Daily Pay, then you move up to Digital Mastery. Now you can sell all 3 of these. So you sell a digital and a daily pay, you move up to the Legacy Builder. So you literally can start this business for $100. There's a $39 website fee, and then it'll cost you about $25 to get your URL and a couple other things you get through GoDaddy and that. So your total startup cost is less than $150. Wow. And you make 1 sale, you get this money back. So that's what the digital marketing program, that's how you get started with this program. This is what it's all about. It's very simple, very easy. And we find that most people, if you're consistent, you can be effective. Next is our travel agency program. Basically, it's 2 different businesses. One sells travel agencies and one sells travel. IntelliTravel is our host travel agency. Today, it's the world's largest travel agency in the world. All kinds of stuff. Social media coaching. It's tailored training to attract the right audience. So we want to make sure you're reaching your audience and reaching what you want to accomplish today. So what's the difference? Why should you join our business instead of someone else's? You got to make that decision. Now, I can tell you, we have regular weekly free trainings, not only through Digital Growth Community, but also through the Adventure and Success Community, where we help you keep learning and growing your skills. We can help you with the initial 5% startup. We can walk you through it. We don't charge for that. That's if you join our team, we help you do that. But we have supportive communities that will allow you to come together and join other people that are like-minded and are looking to build their success journey as well. So it keeps you on track. So boomers, if you got a fear of technology, we got a fix for that. If you have concerns about starting late in life, it's now or never. If you're worried about not having enough money, what are you waiting on? Gen Xers stuck in the grind, supporting both adults, parents, and children. No flexibility in life. You can't do what you want to do. Millennials, debt burden, tons of scams online, information coming at you at 100 different miles an hour. We got you covered. Come in here, take a deep breath, relax, exhale, enjoy it. We have a very solution approach, basically achievement, perseverance, action planning, goal setting. We show you step by step. We break down what appears to be complex processes into very manageable actions. In other words, we give you videos on how to do things, and you can rewatch those videos as many times as you need, stopping it, take the action, stop it, take the action, stop it, take the action. It's there for you. We recommend starting on one social media platform. It might be TikTok, it might be Instagram, it might be Facebook, but you decide. And then we come together to celebrate the wins, building confidence through those little bitty small wins so we can get the big wins. So that's Spark. That gives us that solution based approach. Now we're going to talk about today being consistent. It really doesn't matter what kind of post, what kind of platform you want to do. Do you want to be face front or faceless? You'll hear us talk about that a lot because there's a lot of people afraid to be on camera. So you can be on, faceless platform. We help you build your account faceless, and we'll help you build authority through content without showing yourself. Might just take a little bit longer to build trust. Here, we're going to teach you how to be on camera. Nobody can see you from the waist down. You don't need a ton of makeup on. I wore makeup for 30 years of my life. Yep. My Merle Norman dealer loved me because I went through a ton of makeup. And you say, well, okay, explain that one, Butch. Well, first off, I took my first video of a tornado and it appeared on a TV camera in 1973. I was 16 years old. I then went to work with a meteorologist in Oklahoma who he designed the first, it was called the Weather Alert Radar Network, and literally we could send warnings into houses down to a square mile, way ahead, Doppler radar. This was in 1979 and 1980, way ahead of the times. But I was still out chasing tornadoes and would come back and do live interviews on the TV set. Well, we had to have makeup on to go on camera because otherwise you really looked forced out in those days. So I had to start carrying a makeup kit with me. And then I went through Blue Lodge, Masonic Lodge, and became a clown, literally a clown, and belonged to the Ho Ho Clown Alley there in Oklahoma City. And so I did a hobo. So I did basically a lot of makeup, making me look like I was homeless and everything else. That was Sojourner was my clown name. So we don't need that. We don't have to do all that stuff. Here, all we have to do is learn to talk to our phone, just like you already do every time you call someone. Just pretend the camera's not going. Don't pay attention to the camera, just look at your phone. Talk to one person on the other side of that phone. That'll create trust faster. That'll get you known to others faster, but it does require comfort of being on camera, and we'll help you do that. We can role play with you. Guess what Spark does? You come on here, you turn your cameras on so we can see your mugs on the screen. I'm joking. My wife and my sponsor, they are always out there because their hair's not, and one's got a little young in there that we don't want to jump on camera, but I still have to torment them. I still have to pick a little bit. So here's the part that I was talking about earlier, and this is that power of consistency. Okay. Results that compound over time, that what seems to be like a breakthrough success, that top of the pyramid, an overnight success. They don't tell you about the 30 years, the 20 years, the 10 years of training, being there every day. A gymnast goes to the gym 4, 5, 6 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week. A pro athlete is 7 days a week. You know, somebody that gets good at at building a business They're working that business 7 days a week. So those results seem to compound fast toward the success point, but really where trust was being built is when no one clicks with you. Hey, Seneca, Brenda, thanks for joining with us. We're glad you're here. Make sure you share, like, just because that tells TikTok we're giving good value. Make sure you hit that follow button so that you can find us when we go live. You can find us when we're doing posts. But even when no one clicks, no one's watching, that's called discipline. That's called building confidence. That's called results that compound over time. And then training algorithms. Not only are we training the social media platforms, the AI behind each one, and all an algorithm is AI is tasked with a series of questions. Did this did this video give content? Or yeah, give good content. Did this video do nothing? Did somebody watch this video? So that's the questions. That's what they mean when they say algorithm. I hate that word. All we have to do is put out good videos that help other people and we get rewarded for it. TikTok changed this whole process April 1st. It's a whole new ballgame on TikTok. Every post on TikTok is now judged independently. So not only do we have to train the AI on those platforms, we also train our audiences. We also teach them when we're going to be going live. I'm live every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. They know they can come find me here. Hopefully, they're doing that. Another softball dad. I love softball, well, especially girls softball. We uh, we did almost 20 years of being an umpire, referee for the Oklahoma All Sports Association when my kids were in school. Loved it. Kept me at all their games. I had an excuse to be there. Made me very consistent. You notice how if you find something that helps you do the things you want to do, you're building that consistency, you're building that trust. So here's some common consistency concerns. You know, social media creators, and there's lots of them, worry about slow growth, worry about lack of engagement, and whether their consistent efforts are actually working. So, what if we start a business? Through our travel business, we actually offer a 2-year training program that takes you from making nothing in travel to over 50,000 a year, working it at your pace, your schedule, the number of hours you can work it for 2 years. Well, which activity was most important? The one before you book that $30,000 cruise that's going to pay you 3 to 4,000 commission, or the ones where nobody showed up and you were still there making the post, you're still talking to the camera? Which one of those were more important? The ones in the beginning, because without them, you'd never been here to get that trip. You'd never got here to get those rewards. So you have to do it whether you have signs of those consistent efforts and that they're really working. You know, how many of you, either in your old job, in your current job, or in your current business, look like these two guys on the screen? You know, they've got the analytics, they're doing the data, but you've got to have something that helps you move from A to B to C to D. You know, these concerns are valid, but don't let them stop your momentum. Don't let them stop what you're doing, because then you get into a real problem and you have no success. So, one of the things in that blueprint that I shared with you, and if you put blueprint over in the chat, we can send you some information on our blueprint. Put Zoom in the chat. We'll send you the link to join the Adventure and Success uh, awaits community. You can go up to my bio up top, hit that link tree, choose option 1 to start your e-learning business. You can option 2 will let you join the community. Come in, it's free. You can join S.P.A.R.K. You can check out different trainings, different ideas. We have a very basic area for new beginners, then we have advanced tiers. And those advanced tiers, you can get more training the more you interact in the group. And then we have a paid level. So we have two different levels, free and paid. You decide. Some people will stay in the free forever. Others will want more advanced training as they build their business. So, and that's what we do. But here's the 2-hour daily blueprint. Spend 30 minutes a day planning your videos. What does that mean? That means you go over to Chat GPT and you put into Chat GPT exactly what you want it to give you. Here is a script. Hey, boomers, retirement broke. Here's how to fix it fast. So, took me about a minute, 2 minutes to get this. So, that's my planning. Go in, get 3 to 5 hooks that we talked about earlier this week. Get your messages. So, brainstorm some content ideas. Ask chat what's trending, what's the best way. You can put in how many viewers and all that stuff into chat. He'll tell you how effective your channel is. And then you want to create the videos. Record a couple short 30-second, 15 to 30-second videos and maybe one 1 to 3 minute video. Edit those, add captions, add the description, schedule your content on the platforms. You now can schedule on Facebook, Meta, and on TikTok. You can do all your scheduling to put out those posts anytime in the future. And then you need 30 minutes of engagement. That means you go into other people who are in similar like businesses or that your audience is there. So maybe you go into a mindset group and you comment and encourage others in that group. You don't sell, you don't ask for DMs, you just go in and give. You just go in and put information out to them. And then you spend 30 minutes learning. Maybe it's reading a book, maybe it's here on S.P.A.R.K. 30 minutes every day, you're here. 15 minutes general information, knowledge, second 15 minutes actual hands-on learning, and then 30 minutes of putting that learning into action. So when we're done here, I'm going to tell you, start doing that creation. So the planning phase, let's look at it. Review what happened yesterday. Review your posts. Take your social media trackers. Check your posts, see how they did. Browse TikTok and YouTube Shorts, see what's trending. Check out inside the creator insights, and then brainstorm, put down, track it, what you want to do, and then go into chat, give chat that information and say, hey, what should I be doing now? That's your planning phase. That's how you work it. Next, let's break it down, that creation phase. Record those videos, 2 to 3 videos. You can use a template to make it faster and easier. You can have chat create those templates. I just showed you one. And then go into CapCut, Canva, and Canva just come out with a whole new suite yesterday. Canva 2.0, generative AI, all kinds of neat new stuff. I'm going to be going wild this weekend playing with it. But you can use either one to edit and then post and schedule. So post one video now, another for 3 to 5 hours from now, and the other 5 to 8 hours from now. Remember that TikTok's worldwide. Our business, Legacy Builder 2.0, is a worldwide business. You can sell somebody in the Philippines or Africa or in the Middle East or wherever. Okay. Travel has to be in one of 22 countries. But once you've done this, once you've gone through this phase, and then you can move into the engagement phase. Reply to comments. Anybody who engages on your content, go in and reply to them. Send 3 DMs. Start some meaningful conversations with potential connections. And then comment on other posts. Boost your visibility through engagement. Don't go in there and be spammy. Don't send direct messages without permission. Don't go in with the deal, I got to sell everybody in here. No. Go in and encourage others that are in those groups. Eventually, you'll get that conversation into the direct message conversation. They've checked out your profile. They're going to be more open to you. They know you a little bit. They trust you a little bit. Then you can have that conversation. Hey, if I could, would you? And that's the conversation we're looking for. Here's your learning phase. Watch training. Watch a video from the community. Watch a module. We're here right now. This is S.P.A.R.K. Take notes. Capture key insights to implement later. Plan that implementation. How can I use this tomorrow or next week? And then reflect on one thing in your journal today that you learned and write it down in your journal, because that way you can come back and read that journal on those days that maybe it isn't going so great. Okay. Your action time. That's where we're at, guys. We're at that 30-minute mark on S.P.A.R.K. So now we're into action. Take the next 30 minutes. Use this dedicated time during the S.P.A.R.K. session to create those videos. Create 1, 2, 3 videos. Go in, do your engagements. The nice thing here is if you need to jump off of S.P.A.R.K. to use your camera to record, do that. And then you can come back and join us here on S.P.A.R.K. That's why we're here. Otherwise, we're doing our work. So as we grow this community, right now it's folks that we know, so it's not going the full hour. But as people come on here are new, then we'll be putting you into this video, into S.P.A.R.K., and we will help you grow your business together as a community. So remember a couple of things for me. Number one, make sure you go over there, like, follow, hit that share button. Let others know that we're here. Let everybody you have a chance to learn. Check out the bio. It's up above the link tree. Use option 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's what it's all about. So, you know, make sure that you're doing the work today, that discipline, that consistency that will let you be that overnight success. My name is Butch Phillips. I'm the crazy old fart. Today has been the power of consistency here on S.P.A.R.K. Remember 2 things. I will see you in the next video if you're following me, and I will see you on the other side. Have a great day, everyone. Awesome. We are done. Okay, let's look and see what we had here. I know my sweetie can probably tell me. Looks like had 44 views. Most were 5 years at a time and 1 comment. Okay. Down a little bit from yesterday, but that's still good.
Still more than 0.
Right. Well, and you don't know what's going to happen, what all it's helping with. Um, I'll share my screen. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at, because uh, I'm going to close this down. and then reopen TikTok. Can you see the TikTok screen coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sometimes when I start the YouTube, it
It's like a lady at a
yeah,
ladder or something.
yeah, trying to steal a sign.
Okay.
I just so the interesting thing that kind of was happening for the last couple of weeks,
Mm-hmm.
I just have not been getting a lot of views when I put up new video. I mean,
All
it's
right.
been like 75, 100, 120. Well, all of a sudden, overnight, these that were in the 50s and 60s for the last several days are at mid 300s, 400s, 500s. So all of a
Oh
sudden,
wow.
that growth, I'm getting recognized as putting out there's 480. Even the 30-minute ones are getting multiple views. So that's, for me, that's exciting because that means that we're seeing stuff and I will get this. This is so difficult to hit here. We just come in here to YouTube, hit that button, hit this button. Where's my YouTube channel? And now the internet's
Go for a walk.
slow. Of course it is. So we'll let that catch up here just for a minute. So, and what's funny is I had a lot of people kicking up yesterday in some of my comments and stuff with the econ business.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I guess it's $25 to sign up now and $40 a month.
Yeah, I think back in the day it was like 100 and then 25 a month or 50 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 50 a month. So it was.
So we'll do that. And then I will come over here to school. Come into the classroom. This is what I love. I mean, this is so easy now. So go into our community. Classroom. Come right down here. Now, what I'm going to do is make subfolders. I've decided that last night and this morning because the I need to have months so that you can go into April, May, and not have to scroll 300 pages.
I wondered, obviously, the months is kind of broken out by topic, but if you can do it by topic, because then people can go looking for, oh, I want to learn more about consistency, and they can go find all the consistency ones.
That might not be a bad idea.
Or I want all the cap cut or whatever. And like obviously if it's in the name, they can still search it, but it's
Yeah.
I'm a binge watcher, and so if there's a whole list of them all right there for me, I would go through the whole list. So it's
Okay, the brain ain't working. Consistency. TEN.
CY.
Okay.
Yep, that looks. Oh no, you have a bonus T in there before the C.
That's what, okay. So I was saying there was something there that,
I love the way you say bonus T, Jenny.
Oh.
yeah, Mandy just says, you got it wrong.
An additional T. Yeah, it's just bonus. It's
Yep, it's just bonus.
It's just a very positive way to say it.
yeah. You just got a little extra going on there. It's good.
I'll make sure that comes up right because I don't know what is going on. I'm going to unshare for just a second, guys, here and see if I can
Okay.
figure out what's going on, and then I'll come back.
Amanda, you're coming up on your retirement anniversary, aren't you? Was it April or
That is
May?
in May, end of May.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Was it the 1st of May or the 1st of June, sweetie?
No, no, it was the end of May.
Up on your retirement.
Wasn't it? It wasn't the 1st of May. It was, it was the end of May, wasn't it? End of May.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Let's go for a walk.
Hey, hey, hey. Okay, we are there. Awesome. So, and I'm starting to get views on my YouTubes. So that is good. I mean, it starts slow, but
What?
you know,
Like you said today, if a year from now you're going to look back and you're not going to regret any of it. So it's
yep, 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 for a fact. So, well, I guess we've got to go. We've got to go get a bedroom clean. We got company coming in next week. So,
good.
so
Have a good
unless
one.
you can think of anything else,
No, let me know if the Canva didn't work for some reason and I can go exploring it. But I think that's the
well,
only
here,
thing kind of.
what I'll do is I know yesterday when I pulled it up, everything showed. So I need to pin Canva here. So we'll open in the desktop app here.
I'm gonna take kids for a walk and see if I can tire them out so I can get
There
stuff
you
done
go,
today.
tire them out.
So, yep.
Have a good
I'm waiting for
weekend.
Ken to open, so
You
have a
guys
good
too.
weekend. We'll see you on
Bye.
Monday.